What to do, man? It's Sunday. I'm hurt. My Georgia Bulldogs got their ass whooped again by Alabama. Again. So the whole weekend was a wash, man. When the dogs lose, I go into my sunken place, man. So to get out of that, I come out here and try to do some work on something. Today is 700. What we're doing is trying to get the throttle cable figured out. This is the one that came out the truck. As you can see, it's much shorter. It doesn't reach to the throttle body. A lot of people use the ones out of the donor vehicle. That's what LV did. The difference with those is this base be kind of rounded. It's hard to explain without you seeing it for yourself. But the base is more of a circle. And he had to modify it. I can't remember how. I think he might have shaved something off or something. But this one actually comes out of the black Denali in the back. Shouts out to Ronnie T from South Carolina. Honea Path, I think that's how you say it. Me and Money Moots went and picked that up for him that day. That's where I got this one out of. I also got this battery tray out of the 97 parts truck. It's in much better shape. If you see the corners of 700's original, it's beat up. So this one is in perfect shape structurally. It just got a little surface rust. I called the powder coat shop and they said it would be $25 to $35 to powder coat it. I could paint it, but shoot, for that little bit of money, might as well get the professional powder coat job. So I'm gonna try to get this throttle cable put in. It should be fairly simple. I'm gonna push that back through the firewall hole where it goes. These clips look like they are a little wider, so it may take a little forceful insertion, but we'll get it done. So let me get that. Hopefully it goes in. I'll check back with y'all when I get it done. All right, I finally got it in there. It was a little rough. I had to get creative with the tabs that's on it, but as you can see now, it stays in place. At first it was just coming right back out, and that's because these tabs were a little bit too big. So what I end up doing, I trim the bottom of each side on the one I installed, of course, and then once I pushed it through the firewall, the tabs were able to pop out, lock it in place. So it's good to go. It's the old one right there. So I routed it around like it goes, put it on the side right here, so everything's good. I am missing a little clip right here. I think Advance and O'Reilly sell those little, I think they call them C-clips or whatever, to keep that one on. But other than that, man, it's good. I went ahead and put the old power steering line back on, man, because I had been trying to custom make my own lines and I can't get them quite right out here at the house. Now if I was to take the truck up there to the shop, then I could do some trial and error, mark them around the spot and have them cut them down some more. I think this one's actually a little too long. This one needs to be cut back some and it would have worked, but without having the truck up there, I don't want to have to keep putting them on, taking them off. You know, that place is like 12 minutes up the road, so I'll just wait till I'm in a better position to move the truck or drive the truck. Then I'll finish these up and get that big loop out of there. So I don't really like that, man. That's just pretty ugly to me. But I'll get it fixed sooner or later. So got a couple of steps down. Still got to take that to get it powder coated. And there's some more things in the yard I need to powder coat too. I kind of want to take the one out of here. I painted it black, but I kind of want to take it out and get a professional powder coat job as well. So that's it for now, man. Slow for the Pope, man, for 700. We're working on it slow. It's coming along. We got some good plans coming up soon, but anytime I can do a little bit here and there, I like to get it done. So that's it for now, man. Holler at y'all next time. Peace. We out here, man. Hey, Jimmy the battery guy back in the building.
Jimmy the battery man.
Hey,
we here.
Look at these new, are these new? Did you say they're new or they been around?
Oh, they've been around. They've been around.
Got me a battery for the dually. This thing has got a little gold sticker on it with a 30-month replacement for a little bit extra money. It's well worth it though.
Well worth it.
Y'all know them interstates go hard now. So this is the one I thought I was gonna get. I actually got one of these for the Impala. But he said, man, we got some with 6 more months warranty. I said, shoot, let me get that. So we're gonna slap that in the dually and we're gonna be good to go. Jimmy's still riding around in this nice interstate truck. My little boy Bentley loves this truck. Love it. All right, I just want to tell y'all that, man. Got that battery. We'll holler at y'all later. What it do? We back in this thing with another video. We are out here tinkering with the blue dually, trying to get the new interstate battery installed. While we do that, we're gonna use Big Z's trick with the bolts to make a better setup for the battery when we install it. I was just gonna go on and throw it in there, but man, I don't know if y'all can see that. That battery tray is pretty nasty. Now what I like to do is get it powder coated or just replace it with a brand new one. But for now, I'm gonna hit it with some Krylon rust protector just to protect it for now until it's time to take the engine out. And once we do that, clean the whole engine bay up, then I can adjust the battery tray later. But for now, I just want to put a little protection on it. I got these bolts from Lowe's, so I don't know if Lowe's always has the same part numbers, but that's the number for the nut in the bolt. 316476, I guess, and 114132. So I'm gonna shoot some paint on this right quick, let it dry, then we'll install this battery, and hopefully it'll turn over, maybe even crank. We'll see. So stick around, be right back. All right, so while that dries, I put some bolts in here, and I don't really like the way that it looks. It's just too long. I'm gonna go back to Lowe's and get some, just a tad bit shorter, because that might interfere with that air box over there. If you look back at Z's video, it was kind of close, and he said he would go a little shorter. But I thought I did go a little shorter, but it also could be battery. This one only goes in the battery like a few threads, about to there. So it could also have something to do with whatever battery you choose. But okay. But I'm gonna go to Lowe's, get some shorter ones, and kind of close that gap a little bit. All right, I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see that or not, but it turned out well. I ended up spraying some of that and spraying a little bit of the inside, but wasn't too worried about it right now. But the tray itself looks a whole lot better. So it's definitely some good paint. I've started to lean more towards this Krylon rust protector. It lays pretty good, and it's also a bigger can. I think they're like $4, maybe $5 at Walmart. So what I did, I went to Lowe's. I was able to find some 1-inch bolts. The other ones are 1.5, but I think we're gonna need both. So, and crazy story is, these bolts were out. The drawer that had them was completely out, but luckily you always look in the drawers next to them, and I found 2, which is what I wanted to get, at least 2. They were in the drawers next to them for different sizes. People just look at them and put them back in the wrong drawer. So I forgot, on the positive side, you got to go through all this stuff. So we probably will need the long one for that side, and then we can use the short one for the other side, because it's only got this one piece right here. So let me get the battery over here and we'll test it out. All right, I figured it out. What I did was I just cut off the excess. See this right here? Used to be on there. Cut it off, kind of flattened it out. I kind of want to flatten it out some more, but then I can put this other piece on, and it's got plenty of room to go through. So I believe that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to flatten it out some more, then we'll install. I don't know if this will make it start, but it definitely needed a battery. When I bought it, it was an old battery. Good. Battery's not tightened down yet, but let's see if we get anything. There we go. Definitely needed a battery. So we may be able to get this thing to start here in a minute. But I didn't do that to get it to start. I just wanted to make sure it had power for when it was time to start. So that's good. I'm gonna tighten it down and then move on to something else. So before we check out, I just wanted to give it a shot with the 1-inch bolt and show y'all that might be just fine if you're gonna be cutting this piece like I did. So this is the 1-inch. Now you don't have any neck left where there's no neck, because the 1.5 is has a collar right there. So basically what I'm saying is the 1-inch will work on both sides. So if you choose to do 1-inch, you can, if you cut this down. If you don't cut this down, you're gonna have to at least use this 1.5, but this really didn't work either. For this battery, you might need a 2-inch, but then you start getting out close to this box. So just keep that in mind when you decide whatever one you're gonna do, but it works good. I like that a lot better, so when it's time to do a jump start or something, we'll have room to put some clamps on, unlike how it comes from the factory. Actually, let me see if I got a jump starting kit around here somewhere that we can try it. Keep some more stuff in here. All right, hold on. All right, let's give it a shot. Yeah, see, that leaves you some neck. Leaves you some neck to bite onto, and that side as well. So, good idea, Big Z. Appreciate it. You showed some of the world a nice trick. All right, y'all, so my OCD wouldn't let me have 2 different size bolts in there. So I went ahead and put the same in both, so that if I did have to put battery clamps on it, I'd have a little bit more room to clamp on right here. So you can do whatever you need. The 1-inch definitely work, but the 1.5-inch will work fine as well. So do whatever you like, and you'll be good to go. Done deal for that. All right, so now that we super low, we can step up here, man, and take a look at this roof. I'm gonna go out and measure the panoramic G6 sunroof and see, but my issue is these ridges in the roof. So I don't think that sunroof is long enough to cover all this. And if it isn't, then we gotta figure out which way to, let's say if the sunroof goes from here to like here. Well, what do we do with these? Like, how do we make it look decent? You know, I don't want no hack job. So I'm gonna go back there and measure it and see about how it comes out. And then that'll kind of give us an idea of where it's gonna sit, how it's gonna look. All right, y'all, we got the little helpers out here giving us a hand. If we measure from the front of the G6 roof, now we may have to cut back some, I'm not sure. I'm not an expert on that, but if we measure from the front, the farthest most point of the roof, all the way back, we at 55 inches. Now, like I said, I don't know if we can use this or we have to actually cut it and then give us something to weld to the roof of the Blue Dually. But we have 55 inches of roof, and let's say 50 would be a good number behind the actual glass. So let's go measure the roof. All right, so from behind that orange cab marker light to where the roof starts to kind of bend at, I would say that's 60 inches. So if that G6 roof is, we have 55 inches of total roof, and we could potentially use 50, then we possibly can come, slide this down to 50. Slide it back, bro. 50, 51, 52 will be behind the ridge. And that's where the front of the roof will sit. So what y'all think? You think that'll line up right?
Yeah.
Or should I go with something else? Because I don't want to cut this and have these ridges only 4 or 5 inches long. I'd rather just take them all the way out across the middle. Leave the 2 outside ones, of course, and cut that. So I don't know, it may line up. I didn't think it would at first, but that might work. A good roof man and middle man should be able to get that in. So I don't know, man. Y'all weigh in, let me know what you think.